Okay, welcome back to the building of the Phoenix model Sonic High Wing airplane. In this video, we're going to install the vertical stabilizer. Actually, we're going to do two steps. This video is going to be about getting everything prepared to do it, prepared to install this, and then the following video will be about actually using the epoxy to get it in place. By the way, I like to have short videos, 5-10 minutes long. Sometimes 20 minutes is necessary, but I try to get 5 to 10 minute videos. Okay, so let me go over everything I got. I got a bottle of isopropyl alcohol, 91%. The bottle of 30-minute epoxy. This is Zap's 30-minute epoxy. My box of cotton swabs. A roll of paper towels right here. My stir sticks, my box that holds the cup for mixing the epoxy. You're going to need a blue, I like the blue because it works better. Blue's painter's tape so that you can, when you go to put this in, you can run tape from here to there and hold it in place, and here to there and hold it in place. So the blue painter's tape is important. This is a 90-degree angle made by Hobbyco. There we go, Hobbyco. And this is cut out here so that when you go to put it up here, it won't, a regular 90-degree angle, you couldn't use it because of this piece of wood here. So this is very handy to making sure you're right at 90 degrees when you go to tape it down. So I got a fine Sharpie marker, steel ruler, hobby knife, and this, of course. So the first thing we got to do is there's a film of covering over the hole where this goes. So we're going to just cut that out very quickly. And not only cut it out, but cut it down to the wood inside here, so you get it all the way off. Okay, and we won't need that anymore. Okay. Next, we're going to test fit this and mark where to cut it. Okay, so I'm going to slide it in there. It's going to be a little tight because the covering's still on it, but that's all right. And you look back here and make sure it's back here and down there, and that looks like a good place. Now, they don't show it. I don't think they show it. Now they don't show cutting out here, and obviously there's a hole there too where the rotor push rod comes out. But so we're only going to mark where it goes in. That. Okay. Then, okay, we'll pull that out. And yeah, I guess that's true. Let me go stick this back in again for a second. Yep, all right. So notice that it slants back. Okay, so we're going to have to cut that slant. The other thing we're going to have to do is I'm going to do a second mark, leaving about 1/8 of an inch from that line that I just drew to have a little bit of the covering inside. And that's the line we're going to cut. So I've got just you can see the second line there, and that's where I'm going to make the cut. And I'll do the same thing on this side. Okay. Then I'm going to use the hobby knife, and let's see. I'm going to use the hobby knife and the ruler to I'm going to use a hobby knife and ruler to go ahead and make this cut, and I'm going to sort of leave the line, as Norm would say it. And remember, 3 or 4 light scores is the way you cut this. Okay, that's good. And it's wrapped around too, so you're going to have to sort of peel it from the bottom here. What I'm also going to do is, because the back end is exposed, I'm going to do a small little cut here, and toward the tail right there, I'm going to cut so this white part right here will stay on. All right, I'm going to stop the camera a minute, because this is on pretty tight, and I want to take my time taking it off, and that might be a little boring. So I'm going to stop here, be right back. Okay, so I finally got all of the covering off of this. It was harder than I thought. It was stuck down really hard, and you had to really peel it. The glue on the back of the covering was really ironed down tight, which is good, but it's hard to get it off. Ended up peeling a little bit off here on the back, so I'll just cover that with some epoxy when we get ready to epoxy it in. The other thing I want to note is when I put this in, okay, it fits down nice and snug and tight. Okay, but when I put the 90-degree angle up to it, it's leaning toward the camera there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the blue painter's tape, and somewhere there's an end to the blue painter's tape. Alright, come on. There it is. And what I'm going to do is get enough here, about that long, to wrap from underneath the horizontal stab to the other side of the vertical stab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that piece of tape underneath the horizontal stab here, and just let it sit there like that. And that'll be the first piece of tape that I put on. The rest of the tape is ready. Okay. And so that's it for the preparation. In fact, I might get a couple more pieces of tape. I think I will do one more piece of tape here the same way. Okay. Because all the pressure for leaning this over to keeping it straight will be on this one side. So we probably won't need to tape it in the other direction. Okay. So those two pieces of tape ready. I'll stop here, and in the next video we'll glue it all up. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to the next video.